Namaste and welcome to all of you to my YouTube channel. My name is Rudra Prasad Paudil. I'm an IELTS, PT, Duolingo and language instructor. Today in this short video, I'm going to present the wonderful phrases which are used to write down the essay in IELTS writing task 2. Basically, how to present the example in IELTS writing will be the major concern. Remember, our essay should be more academic. So we should be familiar regarding the phrases and structures which are used to present the example in IELTS writing task 2. Otherwise, our essay will be understood as non-academic if we do not present the example in writing task 2. In IELTS essays, examples are essential to support your argument and make your ideas clearer and more convincing to the examiner. So, the examples are always presented to make our essay more academic. Basically, the examples are presented in the body paragraphs. In the body paragraphs, there are normally 4 things, right? So your essay, or let's say the body paragraph, should be started from the topic sentence first. The topic sentence refers to the main idea, or let's say the subject matter that you present in your essay. After the presentation of topic sentence, the topic sentence should be elaborated, or let's say the topic sentence should be explained or developed. That is what we say, the explanation of the topic sentence. And to justify the topic sentence and to make your argument so reliable, academic, you should present the example after the presentation of explanation. And after the presentation of example, we should conclude the body paragraph mentioning the result. But today's lesson will be focused on how to present the examples in our IELTS writing task 2. So let's start. In our IELTS writing task 2, the examples can be presented in different ways. The examples might be of different types that can be presented while writing the essay in IELTS writing task 2, basically in the body paragraphs. One of the first way to present the example in our IELTS writing task 2 is providing specific examples. You can provide the specific examples while writing the body paragraph. A clear, relevant examples helps explain your point more concretely, more coherently, more cohesively. So you should always be conscious about what sort of phrases are used to express or to present the examples in the IELTS writing. Some of the phrases related to specific examples might be, for instance, you can use this example, you can use this phrase to present the example. Another way, for example is a very common way that majority of IELTS examinees use while presenting the example in IELTS writing task 2. To illustrate, another way, we can present the example by using the phrase to illustrate, while providing the specific examples in our IELTS writing task 2. Another phrase can be, a good example of this is the dot. A good example of this is the dot. This phrase can also be used while providing the specific examples in IELTS writing. Another way or another phrase, consider the case of. You can use this phrase to present your example in your writing tasks too. For example, most of the university graduates are familiar with diverse cultures and tradition. In the next videos, I'll provide all the examples using all the phrases. So in this video, I'm just going to inform you the phrases, right? So for example, to illustrate a good example of this, consider the case of are some of the most common phrases which can be used to present the examples related to specific examples. Okay, next, we can also present the example in our IELTS writing by using statistics or data. Some of the phrases which are used in our IELTS writing tasks to using statistics or data can be according to recent studies. This is the very common and wonderful phrase which makes our writing more coherent and more academic too. So always keep in mind that if you are going to present the example related to any data or statistics, then according to recent studies can be useful for you. Another way can be statistics so that. You can also use the phrase statistics so that. This can be the excellent way to present your example. Another phrase can be research indicates that. Very simple. Research indicates that the majority of obese people lead a sedentary life. A survey conducted by revealed that. For example, a survey conducted by the environmental agency revealed that. According to recent studies, 70% of villages rely on agriculture as a major source of income. You can use all these phrases in the same way while presenting the example in IELTS writing tasks too, but these phrases are related to statistics or particular data. But always keep in mind that the statistics or the data that you present as your example should be accurate, they should be universal, they should be well known. You don't provide the hypothetical data. Always try to present the data or the statistics based on experimentation, which are almost worldwide. Okay, so these are the phrases. Next phrases can be used referring to historical or real life events. You can also present the example related to history. Sometimes it can be beneficial for you to bring the reference of history while presenting the example in your IELTS writing tasks too. Some of the phrases which are used to refer to historical or real life events can be a historical example is. A historical example is. Next one, in the case of in the case of Next one, take the example of Take the example of fast food. In the case of emergency, people often call the police. A historical example is For example, a historical example is the Second World War, where millions of soldiers were killed by nuclear wars. But the historical examples are rarely used in our IELTS writing, but sometimes the historical example can also be relevant if the topic is related to history. Well, I presented a historical example in the Second World War, where millions of soldiers were killed by the nuclear war. you can present the example. You can use all these phrases in the same way that I have presented right now. And if you have any confusion, if you request me to present lots of videos related to how to present the examples, and I will definitely make other related videos about examples too. Okay, next one. We can also provide the example. Sometimes the hypothetical scenarios can be. You might have difficulty, you might have confusion how to present the example in your IELTS writing. So at that time, you can also provide the hypothetical scenarios. Sometimes you can create a hypothetical situation to demonstrate a point. And some of the phrases which are used to provide your hypothetical scenarios can be imagine if. Next way, suppose that. Next way, let's consider a situation where. These are the phrases which are used to provide the hypothetical scenarios in our IELTS writing tasks too. For example, imagine if they were educated, they would accommodate with different cultures and traditions. This phrase can also be used to present the examples. So thank you very much for watching my video. If you like my video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel so that I will upload lots of videos related to language, IELTS, PT, Duolingo, and others. So thank you very much. All the best. Have a great time.